Premiere Pro just kind of chugs on computer hardware, so let's try and make it run better. Okay, so let's clear my project just so I have a blank one. Before you do anything, make sure that when you create the project, you enable the renderer as Mercury Playback Engine GPU. This requires a GPU obviously, but it makes it run better, especially if we're using GoPro Cineform. And as you can see, we have a 4K video file here, which is 4K 25 frames a second. You know, all of the nice stuff is MP4, H.264 codec. Yeah, all of the nice stuff. So, if I drag this in, if I just create a sequence, you can see it kind of runs okay, but then you start adding effects on like lumetri color, and it just starts to, you know, die. If I just add some lumetri color on, yeah, it just, especially at the ascend bit here, it just starts to like not load video. So let's just delete everything again. Let's show you how to do it properly. There's two ways to do it. I'll show you how I do it and then show you the other way to do it. So what we can do is open Adobe Media Encoder, which is, this is it. Drag in our video file. And then I have a preset for this. If I go down here, QuickTime, I have a preset called GoPro Cineform, but I'll show you how to make that. Go into here, QuickTime format up here, and then go GoPro YUV 10-bit. You can change your settings here, so I just turn the quality up to 5, leave all of that the same, and as you can see, that's all fine. So I can just then click render. So this will create a duplicate of the file with named the file name _1 or _2, depending on how many times you render it. So let's just wait for this to go. So this video file is still 4K, and we've effectively just rewrapped it as a GoPro Cineform file. So if you're running out of file space, you could delete this once you're done and just leave it with the MP4, because you can always reconvert it. As you can see, this MP4 is 72 meg, this new one is 1.5 gig, and this is a 30-second clip. So yeah, these are 30-second clips, so you might want to delete that or archive it somewhere once you're done with it, once you're done with editing. But so that's how I do it, and then I bring this into Premiere Pro. You can see how much smoother that is already, especially at that end bit. We can add on our lumetri color again, and as you can see, even with lumetri color, that's running so much better, especially at that end bit. If I bring back in my task manager, as you can see, I've got an i7 4790. You can see rather than before, if I drag in back the original file, let's just do a comparison. If I start scrubbing through this footage, you can see it's using about 30 to 40% of my CPU at 4K, and it's not running full. While compared to the MP4 version, it's just chugging, and as you can see, we're using 90 to 100% of our CPU. So that's one way to improve the timeline performance, but there's also another way to do it. Let's just delete everything, and let's import our original 4K clip. So this is it. Let's right click, proxies, create proxies, and change our format to QuickTime again, but this time you can see the resolutions are lower. So if you have a really not that powerful machine, just go for that 1024 by 540 GoPro Cineform. And then you can either do it next to original media in a proxy folder, or you could select a folder. I just do next to original media just so I have everything. And it goes creating proxy jobs. And as you can see, it's already popped into Adobe Media Encoder here, and it's just rendering out the video file again in GoPro, but this is at time of ingest. So now, okay, so let's check whether we've created the proxy file. So let's go to list view, and let's just drag this out. We can right click metadata display, and in here just search proxy and just go like that, just select them all and just see whether your proxy files has been done. So we here at the end it says proxies, has our file path, and then has our proxy media file. So it says proxy media is attached, so that's what we want. So now let's create our sequence. It's because we haven't actually enabled it, so we have to click that plus, and you see this little icon here, toggle proxies. Drag that into that bar here, And then once you click the button, you can see the GoPro file seems to have a different resolution. I don't know why. It depends on what setting you click when you right-click. When you right-click Proxy, create proxies. Sometimes that 1024 by 540 is obviously a bad one. We probably should have used that one, but in fact, let's redo it. So as you can see, this is at the end right here. It's kind of chugging, but if we turn on our proxies, you can see how much smoother that is. Now it's not running at full resolution, even though this is full, because our proxy is a smaller resolution. But if you're editing like this and you want to see what it looks like with effects, because effects sometimes are affected by resolution, just turn that off and play it through. So as you can see, with our proxy not enabled, it kind of chugs. With our proxy enabled, look at that, that's much improved. So doing proxies is the better way to do it, because you don't have to swap out your footage. But if you're like me and just want to archive the original MP4, just convert all your video files to Cineform beforehand and just run it. And since you're rendering it at 4K with highest quality settings, you're not going to lose much quality. Thanks for watching, like and comment, check out my Discord in the description, and check out my social media. Until next time, goodbye.